Welcome to the deep dive. So we're jumping into a really fascinating stack of sources today.
All analyzing Sufi Mansour Khan.
And his organization, the Sufi Islamic Board. You'll see it as the SIB.
Right.
And our mission here is to figure out, is their philosophy just religious pluralism?
Yeah.
Accepting other faiths?
Or is it something more? Something much more radical, like genuine theological syncretism.
The actual blending of core doctrines.
Exactly. And that distinction is, it's everything, especially in a place like India. Pluralism is just coexistence.
Right.
Syncretism is actively mixing fundamental ideas until you say they're the same. And looking at the SIB's own claims, it's pretty clear.
What's the finding then?
The core finding is that Mansour Khan embodies an explicit theological non-dualism.
And the stakes for this organization seem incredibly high. They're trying to build a kind of indigenous moderate Islam.
One that's rooted deeply in Indian spiritual traditions.
And they're consciously positioning it against what they see as, foreign fundamentalist ideologies.
It's a deliberate attempt to carve out a new identity for Indian Muslims.
Okay, so where's the aha moment? Where's the proof?
Well, here's where it gets really interesting, because they don't just stop at, say, cultural compatibility.
No.
They provide what they see as definitive metaphysical evidence. Their official doctrine moves beyond our faiths are compatible to something much bigger.
Which is?
Our ultimate realities are identical.
But isn't that a massive leap? I mean, how do they justify equating a core Abrahamic idea of God's singular existence with, the Advaita concept of an impersonal, non-dual consciousness?
They do it by asserting identity.
Yeah.
The Shib explicitly states that the Sufi concept of Wahdat al-Wujud, that's the unity of existence from thinkers like Ibn al-Arabi,
okay,
is, and this is their quote, exactly the same as the thought of Aham Brahmasmi.
Which is I am Brahman, the absolute core of Advaita Vedanta.
Precisely. They even label this synthesis non-dualism, or Dwandavav.
So they're collapsing the distance.
They're collapsing what philosophers call the ontological distance, the fundamental difference in being. They argue there is no distance between the divine in Islam and non-dual consciousness in Hinduism.
They are one and the same.
One and the same.
Wait, so this isn't just some academic exercise. You're saying this theology is also a political weapon?
It has to be. This metaphysical unity becomes the absolute, non-negotiable basis for their entire social agenda.
Which they call su'iku.
Peace with all. I mean, if the ultimate source is non-dual, then any division based on religious labels becomes, literally pointless.
And we can see this framework guiding their actions, their practical ethics.
Oh, absolutely.
Khan's SIB is constantly and very loudly condemning extremism. They launched that nationwide campaign against the Sartan Se Judah slogan.
The beheading slogan, yeah. And they actively urged the government to ban groups like the PFI, the Popular Front of India.
So this deep syncretic stance, it directly informs their political strategy.
It has to. Because their theology is fundamentally incompatible with any puritanical interpretation of Islam, it lets the SIB align directly with the government's goals.
Like partnering in national integration efforts, the MY Harat initiative.
Right. And in doing so, they secure institutional legitimacy.
But this must create enormous friction. Equating the nature of the divine like this, it has to put them in direct opposition to more traditional Muslim groups.
It does. Mainstream Sunni traditionalists like the Deobandi movement, for example.
What's the fundamental objection from that side?
It all boils down to one word, Tawhid.
The oneness of God.
Yes, but crucially, the absolute, unique transcendence of God. For traditional groups, blurring these ontological lines, equating the creator with creation or with another faith's ultimate reality.
It's a dangerous compromise.
It's seen as a violation of the unique sanctity of the divine being.
So ultimately, Mansour Khan's movement is a really self-aware attempt to redefine Indian Muslim identity.
Yes, by making it philosophically reconciled with India's own spiritual heritage.
Offering a sort of high-intellect alternative to both strict orthodoxy and global fundamentalism.
That's the summary. It's a pivotal moment.
So what does this all mean for you? Well, while this highly syncretic framework seems to secure institutional partnership, maybe even legitimacy with the state, the intentional blurring of these ontological boundaries risks significant alienation.
Alienation from more conservative Muslim populations who are committed to upholding that unique transcendence of the divine.
This attempt to carve a highly intellectualized third path for Indian Muslims is pivotal, but it's clearly highly contentious. So here's something for you to ponder and explore on your own. What is the long-term cost of achieving political alignment through such a profound theological synthesis?